I want to add a little something to what Jeff said, the contract negotiations. To me, it's even bigger than Jeff made it out to be. I've told people, a number of people in Motorola at different projects at different times, the importance to developing and determining that you have a good contract. And it went on with what Jeff said. The contract, in order to be a good, solid contract, both parties have to be able to get up and go, I'm happy with the contract. If at the end of the day, either party is not happy with it, then you're going to have problems throughout the entire implementation. So as Jeff pointed out, there were numbers of times that there was significant give and take when it came to negotiating items. It was certainly not a love fest by any, but it was a mutual respect, and we hashed out a contract that we both felt that we could live with at the end of the day. There are all kinds of stories, and Jeff will have them. I just have one. We're getting ready to do the contract negotiations part for the pricing. And the pricing pages were onerous at best. They were huge sheets of paper.
Bed sheets,
small print. So we come in that day, we're sitting down, and we usually had, 3 or 4 people on our team, and Jeff had 3 or 4 people. Some came, some went, depending on what the topic was and what subject matter expert you wanted. But this particular day, we came in, we sit down, Jeff's team's on the other side of the table, and obviously it was orchestrated, and I'm sure by Jeff. The next thing we know, everybody pulls out magnifying glasses to look at the contract, to look at all the pricing, to make sure they didn't miss anything on the pricing. So they all had their own magnifying glasses that they're using to look at everything. That's how that day's negotiation started.
Well, the documentation was such that every bolt had a price on it.
Yeah.
And it wasn't that we thought we were going to get cheated. It's just that, like Chuck said, if he can't perform, that doesn't do anything for me. And if I can't perform, that didn't do anything for him. And during the whole thing, Chuck and I had meetings every Tuesday morning, I think at 6:30 or 7 o'clock. And all we wanted to do was make sure our teams were working together, because once things started moving, Betis and Theron decided we should have shirts, and they weren't Motorola shirts or State of Michigan shirts or Michigan State Police shirts. They were MPSCS shirts, and everybody wore them, and everybody worked together. And there was a number of instances when Chuck would call me or I'd call him, and it's, I can't do this. I can take care of it. There were no, and it wasn't big, significant things, but they were outside the realm of what we agreed on the contract, and we just took care of the little stuff.